Hello YouTubers, Merrix here again, back finally for another video game review. I think I did one last week. I haven't done a movie review. I think that's what I'm referring to most of all. Alright, why don't we just get down to it. This one's going to be of a game that came out a month ago actually, called Darksiders 2. As you saw, I did an unboxing video for this. I was very excited to play the game because I was fond of it just a little bit more than most games. Then I started playing it. Good story. You know, let's go ahead and get to the story. It's about Death trying to help his brother by showing his innocence to God and the demons and everybody, to show that war wasn't the one that brought along this war. Either way. And you know, has to do various challenges and stuff in order to do this. He has to face off against notable people that you fought before with war. Even some where you fought as war against these enemies and they're a lot weaker. Now you're fighting them again and they're a lot stronger. I don't know. But that's as far as the story I'm going to go. I'm not going to go too far into it because the game is fairly new. And there are certain people that would watch this and wonder why I'm spoiling everything. So this is going to be spoil free. That part of the story is already going to really get. I could say many more things, such as you do get to fight big, huge enemies. There's actually a boss where you get to fight while on Despair, his horse. Yes, Death and Despair. Makes sense. Let's go with weapons. There are a ton of weapons. Imagine Borderlands as this. Not Borderlands 2, but Borderlands 1, where you pick up random weapons over and over again, random armor pieces, all that stuff, which is also that. You have scythes as his primary. Secondary is axes, hammers, claws, like power fists, stuff like that. There's no big swords, unfortunately, for all of you who like war the most. Armor-wise, there's a bunch of armors, stuff like that. Different properties like resistance, defense. Some actually gives you strength, all that stuff. You can get plenty of those and be satisfied with your character. And I think the level cap's like 30 right now. So, also what I got to level 21 or 22 my first playthrough. I didn't do a second. I'll explain that in a minute. But anyway, a lot of the weapons are very good. They're all fun to use and everything like that. There are a lot of weapons where they're not as good as the other ones, so you have to keep the lower levels. Anyway, then we come to, I think, corrupt weapons or something like that, to where you feed your weapon other weapons to level it up to be stronger. Problem with it, if you get a level 5 corrupt weapon or whatever the lowest one is, you max that one out, you can find another site that's even better than that that's not even a corrupt one, to where you're basically just, you know, why'd I waste my time? First half of the game, I was pretty much just selling all my stuff to get better skills or better weaponry by buying them. Alright, another thing, there are amulets that give Death different properties, which is fun and everything. Alright, I can't go any further with that. Pretty much all I got for that one. Alright. There's not too much to talk about this game. I don't want to spoil everything. This is going to be a short video, apparently. I will mention this. There are some bosses that are easier than others. The final boss, I may have played it on easy. 2 bosses before the final boss, I died several times. Final boss, I didn't die once. He didn't get through half my health. That's disappointing to me. The final boss, I will not say a word, but Death knows him. Death knows who he is. And as some of you may know by reading it online, this game happens at the same time as Darksiders 1. So there's nothing new at the end. Where the ending comes in, it's the same ending with the added little bonus that Death and all of them are standing there. That's it. That's all you need to know about this game. Let's go ahead and say the time-wise, about 15 hours, 15 or so hours. I didn't do any side quests. I did the main stuff. I don't even know if there was any side quests. When I looked up, It tells you every single aspect of the game, how many kills you've had, how much blood you have spilled, all that. That's pretty cool. Then I saw how much hours I got in combat. 2.5 hours. Combat might be fast and everything, but 2.5 hours of combat compared to 15 hours of gameplay, it didn't really settle good with me. I like a game that's more of combat, and that's why Merrix Warrior told me, you know, the first one has a lot more combat. Yes, I played the first one. The first one does have a lot of combat. You know, I'm not going to hate on the first one. I probably would have preferred playing the first one over this one. That's just me. You know. Alright, time for a score. Don't hate on me for this one, guys. 3 out of 5. I can't go any higher than that. Also, there's a lot of puzzles in the game. I played God of War 1 through 3. Number 1 had a 2-hour level where you're doing nothing but puzzles and killing people a little bit. I like God of War over this game, but the fact is, this is basically the God of War of the Xbox, even though it's on other systems. So yeah, this is Merrix with Darksiders 2, signing out.